Hi, we're going to show you today how to set up and use the Cordless Network, Phone Coach Cordless Network tape-based kit. It's different to our latest model, which has a laptop. This has tape recorders and a main control box. It comes in two suitcases, the phones case and the control box. And we're going to set up in part one how to set it all up, and in part two we'll be talking about how to physically use it. So in here are the telephones behind the divider, and in here is the main control box with the tape recorders, and in the back there's your power lead. So you go to the right hand side of the telephone's case and plug that in and find a power supply. That will automatically start the phones going, and if you take your phones out of the back here, I'm just going to set up 4 phones for now just to show you how it works. And each phone has its own number, so you put number 4 on number 4 base, number 3 on number 3 base, and so on, and they register. We supply the kit fully charged, but if you have it on the day before your course, we suggest that you just put the phones on charge. Make sure at the end of the course that you switch the phones off. If for some reason you get a searching on any of the phones, just turn the mains off and then turn it back on again, and as they re-register they should be absolutely fine, and you're looking for handset 1 or 2 up on your display. So then you come to the very big chunk of lead that's in the other suitcase, and we're going to set up all the other equipment. There is a user guide with the kit. This is the main control box, and we're going to set up 2 tape recorders, and I'll take out tape recorder 1 and 2. And there's a bunch of tape recorder leads here. They're all interchangeable, the leads, so you just take as many out as you need. That's it. So on the actual leads there is a one end says control box, so these 2 go behind this control box, which I'll connect, and the other 2 ends go in the side of the suitcase, so these 2 go on the side of the suitcase. So what you do is you connect that into the power. Make sure that you line up these prongs into the side of the suitcase and make sure it's a really good fit, so they go in, she says confidently. Oh, there we go. So it's nice and snug, and then you tighten up these screws, and you must make sure that you do that so they're nice and tight. Okay, and then the other end goes into the back of the control box. There's only one way that this can go, it can only go there. And then the other end, again same story, make sure that you connect up. Push it down gently but firmly and screw up the control box. Okay, now switch on. At the back there's a switch, power switch, and you'll get some lights appearing. And then we set up the tape recorders, and what we do is we take a control tape recorder lead, and in the back of the control box they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what you do is you put your first tape recorder lead in number 1, and you find tape recorder number 1, and you connect the mains lead into the left hand side of the tape recorder, and then there's an M and an E on the other leads, and you put the E in the ear and the M in the mic, and switch on record and play. And what you do is you do that with all the tape recorders that you have. So in your case there'll be 12 people, so you'll use all your tape recorders. So this particular lead goes in number 2, and number 2 port goes to number 2 tape recorder.
I should point out at this stage that there's one tape recorder per pair of phones. So in other words, tape recorder 1 records handset 1 and 2, tape recorder 2 records handset 3 and 4, and so on right the way through to the last pair being 11 and 12.
Now what we would always say is, for good order, we suggest that you have the tape recorders so that you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that they're you know, in a numerical order. It makes it very easy if you have it that way, and you don't have everything so close to the phone's case. Just make sure that that's a little bit away from it. Okay, so that's the setup. Now we're going to, in the next part of the video, we're going to talk about how to physically use it.